So, the game week lands in the midweeks only because we had the FA Cup on the weekend, and it starts right now with the game week predictions of the EFL. Hi again, it's me. Today we're doing my EFL game week 29 predictions. Oh my days, we are literally 11 game weeks left until the playoffs. We're counting down to the game weeks, aren't we, guys? Or are we? But who knows really with the last good today, and I guess house is at least just 7 likes today. If you're gonna be nice, and make sure to subscribe right there. I should try to go up to 300 subs by the summer. If you're gonna ruin 3 things gold. And by the way, I actually did the community post on who will win in the top 2 clash in the championship tonight. With the time I'm recording this between Coventry and Middlesbrough, second versus first. Here's my prediction right here. And if it's going to be a tight game to watch, really, I think it could go either way, but we're at Aston Gate yet again on a Tuesday night. Bristol City take on Wrexham now. Woo! Both teams are literally chasing the playoffs. And Bristol City, they were meant to go to Port Vale, but apparently it got postponed due to water picks up Port Vale. But apparently on that day it was meant to be played. I think it was the first time in year in this calendar year, according to some people, it hadn't rained. But yeah, it's gonna be a tight game to watch with Wrexham. Yeah, oh my days. Wrexham was just absolutely lucky. They were just lucky, but Wrexham were just lucky. I wonder who they'll get in the FA Cup 5th round, but yeah, it's gonna be a tight game to watch. The last one I met at the racecourse, Wrexham won the game 2-0. Didn't expect that to happen, but it could go either way here at Aston Gate here. It's gonna be a tight game. I think it could go either way, but it's going to be a tight one to watch, really. I think it could go either way. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw at Aston Gate for this one. Then back down to earth now in the Valley. Charlton take on Portsmouth now, rescheduled because it was meant to be played. It was going on until the 12th minute because some loyal fan of Charlton was having like a mad. It was a problem. It was a problem in the crowd, and it was one of the loyal fans, and he sadly passed away. He sadly passed away on that game, but yeah, it was ages ago. But we also had someone, one YouTuber's dog, sadly passed away a few days ago from Cutsy. So yeah, it could go either way here. Portsmouth is 21st, Charlton is 18th. I'm gonna go for it. Another 1-1 draw at the Valley. And the Bromley take on Tottenham now in League 2. Woo! Tottenham draw 0-0 to Barnet on Saturday, and yeah, they were kind of lucky to not lose that really because they had a man sent off in the dying seconds. And Bromley drawn 1-1 in the North County in the top of the table clash between first against third on Saturday. But yeah, it's been a tight game to watch really. I think Bromley will maintain their run. I think they're going to win here again. I think a 2-1 win to Bromley for this one. And then the Shrewsbury to North County now. Oh my days, should we say this? But Shrewsbury beaten Swindon 3-1 when I did not see that coming at all. And yeah, and then 19th in the league. And North County are 4th. Yeah, it's going to be a tight game to watch really. It could go either way here. Last event, North County ran right against Shrewsbury 4-1, I think. And it's going to be a tight game to watch really. Shrewsbury with new manager bounce. Now I'm beaten in 3 of now, just 1 defeat in 4 since that new manager came in. But yeah, it's gonna be a tight game to watch really. I think Shrewsbury's gonna get something off another top of the table team. I think they're gonna get something. If they win here, it'll be surprising, but a 2-2 draw at Shrewsbury. In the Barnet take on Swindon now. Swindon just got humiliated by Shrewsbury. I swear they always lose to the teams at the bottom or out of form clubs. They always lose. They always somehow randomly just lose to an out of form club. But yeah, but Swindon last met, they gave Barnet their first EFL win of the season since 2018. Barnet. Swindon are third. Yeah, they're luckily still in the top 3 in League 2, but yeah, it's really a tight game to watch. Before they played against Shrewsbury, they won 4 in a row, so yeah, it could go either way here, but I think that Swindon will beat Barnet here. Only just. I think a 2-1 win to Swindon for this one. And the Oldham's got Bristol Rovers now. Ooh, Oldham no wins, and it's been a while that we've seen them win. So yes, it's been a while that Oldham won, but yeah, they only won once in 2026, and yeah, they only won one in 2026 in league. And Bristol Rovers, they're just stuck. They're stuck in the bottom 5 or 6. Yeah, they're just stuck there. But last time at the Memorial Stadium, they gave Bristol Rovers their first point of the season, drawing 0-0 to them in the Memorial Stadium. But yeah, it could go either way here at Boundary Park. I think Oldham's going to draw again. I think a 1-1 draw at Boundary Park. And the MK Dons take on Crawley now. Woo! Last limit. Now, I'm just saying this, but MK Dons could not even beat. They've only beaten Crawley once in their last 5 meetings. And that was the one on the final game of 2023 in the league between them two. And yeah, and after that, they played each other in the playoffs. 8-1 in aggregate for Crawley, and then they played each other at Crawley, gave Crawley their first point of the season, drawing 1-1 of them, and not going ahead against Crawley. So, yeah, Crawley looks like they have a big chance against them. MK Dons are 5th, but beating Newport 1-0, but here's the thing. That was the only goal scored. Only goal scored came from the first minute. So it could go either way here, but I think Crawley is going to surprise again. I think Crawley's going to beat MK Dons here again. It'll be a 3-2 win to Crawley at the Stadium of MK. Then the Cambridge taking Colchester now. Ooh, that was really tight game to watch, really. Cambridge are second, running riot, like always in League 2 now. They just keep on winning after winning after winning after winning. And no wonder why I'm saying this, they could literally go straight back up in League 1 and hopefully not do what Port Vale is doing right now. Sorry, Port Vale, but yeah, it's going to be a tight game to watch, really. But I think that Cambridge will put the fries in the bag here against Colchester. But Colchester will pull off a good fight, but it's going to be another 3-1 win to Cambridge for this one. In the Barrow taking on Harrogate now. Barrow, first win in 6 or 5 with another new manager on there at the helm for Barrow. I don't know who it was. I think he used to manage Burton before, but yeah, here's the name of the Barrow manager right here. But yeah, Harrogate are now unbeaten 2, 4 points in the last 2 games. Keep up the work, Harrogate. Keep up the work. Yeah, they could do. It's a great escape on for Harrogate. Who knows here? But yeah, it's really a tight game to watch. Really, both teams in the bottom 5. One is in the bottom 2, and one is 20th. But yeah, it's gonna be a tight game to watch. Really, but I think that Harrogate is gonna get another point here. A 1-1 draw at Barrow. And heading to League 1 now, where Bradford taking on Stockport now. Ooh! 5th versus 4th. Oh my days. Oh my days. Who is hyped for this one, really? Look, let me tell you, that Stockport, I don't remember beating Bradford. I don't remember them beating Bradford since they went up into the EFL, but I don't remember them beating Bradford. But I hope Bradford might be favourites for this one, and Bradford get their first win in ages after having so many tough opponents. It's literally around them in the table, and no wonder why they fell down a couple places. But they're doing all right now. But I think they beated. I don't know who they beat in the weekend. Oh, yeah, they beat people 2-0. But I have a feeling Bradford. I think they're going to do double over Stockport here. I think a 3-1 win to Bradford's one. And then the Burton take on Rotherham now. Ooh, it's a relegation battle. It's a relegation 6-pointer. And Burn had a sellout crowd in the FA Cup on Saturday against West Ham. Dragged West Ham all the way to extra time and lose 1-0 sadly. But yes, it's going to be a tight game to watch, really. It could go either way here. Yeah, Rotherham on 23rd, Burton on 21st. It could go either way here. But I think another 1-1 draw at Burton. Then the Cardiff take on AS Wimbledon now. AS Wimbledon, 6 goals they've scored in 2. And not only that, they're all against teams that should be in the playoffs. Reading and Barnsley. And no. Yeah, and AS Wimbledon are actually above Barnsley, but they're heading to Cardiff, who are literally top of the table. Last of the matter, they actually holding Cardiff to the 90th minute of added time and concede and lose 1-0 sadly. But yeah, could we see a replay of that happen? It could go either way here. I think Arizona's going to hold on to Cardiff for a long time until Cardiff scores at the end. I think a 1-0 win to Cardiff for this one. And then Doncaster can Huddersfield now. Woo! Yorkshire Derby, who is hype? Yeah, Doncaster are 20th, Huddersfield are 6th. Huddersfield and Liam Manning suffers their first defeat against Stevenage 1-0 on Saturday on Sugarcough. And yeah, it's going to be a tight game to watch really. Last night, Huddersfield beat Doncaster 2-0 to make Doncaster suffer their first defeat in the league. And now it's before when Doncaster fell down the table and just, yeah. But it's going to be a tight game to watch really. I think Doncaster will put up a good fight, but Huddersfield may probably overcome them. I think a 2-1 win to Huddersfield for this one in the Yorkshire Derby. Then the Leyton Orient took on Plymouth now. Plymouth on Saturday, Valentine's Day, went out to Blackpool and instantly just ran riot against Blackpool at home. Oh my days, I did not expect that to happen. And they're literally now 12th in the league. Are they in for a late playoff challenge push? And for Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient just stuck at 18th place. It could go either way here, but I think Plymouth will get consecutive wins here away in this game week. I think it's going to be another 2-1 win to Plymouth for this one. And then to the 8 o'clock kickoffs now. Blackpool take on Mansfield now. Mansfield, they could potentially be the lowest ranked side in the FA Cup if Macclesfield loses to Brentford tonight. But yeah, who blew knows really? Who blew knows? But yeah, Mansfield, well done for them, beating Premier League side Burnley 2-1, coming from behind as well at Turf Moor. That is impressive, Mansfield, and no wonder that's what I'm having a feeling. That's going to carry on to here. And Blackpool are literally just out of form. They have nothing to do. They are just stuck in the relegation battle, Blackpool. And Ireland and Mansfield is going to run right again here. I think a 3-1 win to Mansfield for this one. And then the Reading take on Bolton now. Ooh, this used to be a Premier League clash just a few decades ago, just 2 decades ago, in the noughties. And yeah, both are now just challenging for the playoffs. And one of them is mainly in the dig out for all around the promotion battle. After drawing 1-1 in Lincoln on Saturday at the Lincoln Stadium, and Reading beated Wickham 3-2. Jack Marriott with a hat-trick. Wow, we were all. But last night it was a 1-1 draw, and it gave Reading their first point of the season. But I think it's going to be another tight game to watch, really. I think Bolton will draw again here. I think a 1-1 draw at Reading. Then to the Wednesday nights now. Wigan take on Luton now. Wigan have got Exeter's manager. And by the way, he was actually at Exeter for a long time. He's actually been there since Exeter been promoted to League One in 2022. And he's been there for a while, Exeter. And now he's gone Wigan, who may potentially be a League 2 side in a few months' time. Heading to blooming York, Rochdale, maybe Bournemouth, Scunthorpe, Forest Green, or maybe Halifax or Southend away. Who blooming knows, but it could go either way here. It's going to be a tight game to watch, really. Wigan will manager bounce. It's going to be tight. I think they're going to hold on to Luton, but I think that Luton will probably get a 90th minute win here. I think a 2-1 win to Luton for this one. Then to the final game in League 2. Grimsby taking Walsall now. Grimsby losing 1-0 to Wolves, but they hold it on to Wolves for a long time. So yeah, that's kind of impressive for Grimsby. But yeah, Walsall are out of the playoffs for the first time in 2 years. Walsall have been out of the playoffs and the top 7 since 2024 at this stage. Wow, and that is just unreal. Walsall might not even make it to the blooming playoffs, which is just. And let me tell you, they could have been in the league. They could have been in League One if they just didn't collapse in 2025. But yeah, I think Walsall will get back to winning ways here. I think a 1-0 win to Walsall for this one. It's going to be tight. And if you're wondering, here is just my predictions right here. And if it's my predictions, you can comment down below what your predictions are going to be. And if I'm thankful for this video, I've enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And you'll see you guys later. Bye!